there's what we call fundamental analysis, and there's what we call technical table. It's called handiwork. In Yoruba, they call it Isheowo. I don't know what they call handiwork. What do they call it in Igbo? Oluwa. I want to know the word, so I'll be saying it anyway. Oluaka. Thank you. So in Yoruba, it's called Isheowo. In Igbo, it's called Oluaka. So it's a skill that can never leave. The lifetime skill. Now, but the fundamental, it's about the news. Now, we all know Elon Musk, right? Now, Elon Musk is a powerful crypto influencer. If he says, hey guys, Bitcoin is no more. Bitcoin will drop drastically. And then they say, Bitcoin, many people have been saying that Bitcoin is going to 100,000. Have you been saying it on Twitter space? But if Elon Musk try and say it once, that's the end of American economy. Over 10 banks will crash because people will go and buy Bitcoin. That's fundamental. You understand? That's fundamental. Another part of fundamental is American news. Now, crypto is fully connected to American news. So any news you see around US dollar means a lot. Because US dollar and USDT, they are both same. So the difference is just that one is on blockchain, there's virtual currency, and one is hard copy. Yeah, thank you. You understand? So which means that they are both doing the same work, but in different forms. So the news, what happened to US dollar, we simply apply to, same thing will happen to USD. Same thing will happen to BUSD. So we get our news from forexfactory.com on US dollar. So now, that is where you need to be very, very active. Because from Monday to Friday, there's what we call news, which everyone in the world, if you are into forex, stock market, crypto market, importer and exporter. It's only in Nigeria you say importer and exporter. They don't care about the Americans. It means a lot. Oil and gas, they check it Monday to Friday. So your own goal is to look at it and check USD news. Forexfactory.com. We're going to display it, don't worry. So we're going to teach you on how to go about the fundamental. But we're not yet there. Okay? So now, in trading of crypto, we have ETF, leverage token. Have anybody heard about ETF? ETF, if you've heard about it, please raise up your hand. Okay. All right, thank you. Okay, you too. Good. So ETF is an advanced trading type of sport. You know, we all know sports, right? Maybe a few of us know sports. Now, sport is a one-way traffic, one-way trade where you buy low and sell when the price is high. Now, ETF is where you can buy when the price is going up and can sell when the price is also going down. So, but the difference between ETF and futures is the long candlestick, the long market itself is different from the short market. Unlike futures, where the short and the long is on one place. Thank you, sir. So, but the leverage of ETF is not as much as futures. Okay, good. But futures is sweet, it's interesting, but there's a but. You might not know your fate that day, but in futures, you will know your fate that day. Okay? All right, good. Now, the one I love most is the futures trading. It's just like HFX, where you can buy when the market is going up. You can buy when the market, you can make money while the market is going up. You can make money while the market is going down. So the good thing about trading is just that you must be skillful to know that you can take trades and make money, whether the market is in favor of any money or not. Let me tell you one story. A guy called me one day because I'm on Twitter and so many places, and I said, "Hey, bro, what do you think? Bitcoin is just going down to $10." I said, "As they go down, we will chop money." They are shorting the market. So people were lamenting, and we were saying, "Praise the Lord." Bang the fool. So when Bitcoin started longing, going on, bullishing, we're also making money. It's a skill. Do you understand that? It's a skill. So now that's what I'm saying is that when you can earn when the market is good, and you can still earn when the market is good, and you have to skill yourself for yourself. Our business when I was in school, futures, I don't introduce them, but there was something like futures there. Our when I was in school, there was something like cryptocurrency. As in, these are our own students now, all they care about is they were trying to enter schools, let them understand that, okay, that we don't need excuse for any stupidity. It's free life. Okay. So now, it's never too late. See, that's from our mother. We have more than we have fathers. We have a man of 70 years old in our community, Mr. Khan. 70 years old. He's in the technical class. And do you know one thing? If he's telling you about candlesticks, we look at it. So they are not giving up. So we, like me now, if you're around my age, you shouldn't be thinking of you giving up. If someone of 70 years old is still there trading and is still learning, our classes for technical classes 9 p.m. Monday to Friday, and you will see him there. So I don't have any excuse. Okay? So we need to get excuse and we need to get this done. All right, thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. So this is African community. So this is the introduction. It's a community. With my God, myself. There was a guy that joined us from America. His name was Akila. That was not there. And you know one of the things we do in our community, I mean, I encourage people to invest. Right now, for next year, or even from this year, we're encouraging people to invest. The guy standing here now, I can build a coin. I can build a coin. You say, Kev, Mr. Kev, I can give you, okay, Kev, let's give me a coin, Kev. I can build a coin within 24 hours. So that American guy also now builds a boat for forex and stock market traders, which we are still working on. So it's one of the things we do in the community where we come together. It's not only about technical fundamental, there is more to it. But all the skills and knowledge now, we are giving it out so that we can all benefit from it. Now, the truth is, you can say, I'm Gosman, let me tell you the truth. You can get the knowledge tomorrow and be better than me. But the benefit of it is that we are still together. So if I'm having a problem, I can come back and we can say, hey, bro, I was shocked when I love football. When Guardiola said when he was in Barcelona, he was asking Africa that was playing for Arsenal some practical question about football. So a tree cannot do what they know in the forest. Thank you. All right. So about us, I've said so many things about it. So we have empowered people technically, fundamentally in digital world. Well, many people can analyze the market. They can look at the candlesticks and do anything. In fact, they can take trades as I'm talking to you. There's what we call swing traders. There's what we call technical scalping. Scalpers are those who want to enter the market quickly make money. Swing traders are the ones that, okay, I will take the market as it's going down. It's still there, it's going up again, I will take. I took a trade for 3 days ago, I've been 25% because I've been so busy. I checked it this morning again. And I picked the trade when Bitcoin was 30,000. And I looked at it and I said, Bitcoin is going to 25,000. I said, Bitcoin is going to 25,000. Yeah. And I'm staying in the market, saying feeling comfortable. So now, Bitcoin is going down. I'm already in 25% profit. So most of the money I've spent here, I'm going to recover some from now. Okay, so that is what we look at empower people where they can easily look plan themselves, go into the trade, they have this they want to pay, they will go and manage the market and make money for the day. So now, this Aquila is the name of most of the companies that are partnered with us. It's an American guy. His company's name is called Aquila. That's CoinW PH. There's a firm with people not yet, and that's iPad Pro that needs to add this. Have anyone seen add this? I'm not sure it's mine. Add this. You've seen it, right? Yeah. So they're also partners. It's also we've been working together. So we are just saying there are some new firms now that are partners with us. We have Bendy. Bendy will be in Lagos next week. So when you are doing the work of partners will come. Praise God. All right, so our focus is on technical analysis and fundamental analysis, which I mentioned in the time. So I believe we all know technical and fundamental analysis. Or do you want me to cover it again? Oh? Yes. I should cover it again. All right, thank you very much. Now, if you look at it, this is technical. Technical analysis is an act of analyzing candlestick charts with indicators and time frame. I call it Isho Olwaka. You understand? In Yoruba, it's called the show. In English, it's called Olwaka. Which language again? In what it's called And it was annoying. My mom would be angry. She's late. The only language I know in my mother's language is Igbo. That's it. All right. So Olwaka is technical analysis where you can analyze the markets yourself. You have a skill. Nobody can take it. A carpenter, once a carpenter is always a carpenter. Once a mechanic is always a, nobody can take it anymore. Just put that you don't offend anybody. The only person that can take it is God. Why the fundamental is there is the news. When we talk about people like Elon Musk. There was something that CZ, we all know CZ, right? CZ, the CEO of Binance, what did the Bitcoin was happening? Now let me tell you what was happening there. There's what we call economic war that's currently happening in the world. Okay, I think the economic war is the word for free, where people are trying to dominate. America is losing the power of economy. They have lost the power. Okay. Okay. So now Biden is trying to come back on the election next year. So it's campaigning. So now about the war past Ukraine, the Americans are not interested in it. If you're following them, if you're joining many of them meetings, they're not interested in it. They're not really showing interest in it because Biden is just sending money down there. It's just sorry to say, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I'm just using that. All right, it's just sending money down to Ukraine. So now, 3 months ago, 2 banks crashed in America. I don't know maybe anybody here had about it. Yeah. What we do they realize that dollar is losing strength. So then at that moment, that's Bitcoin. And Bitcoin rose from 15,000 to where it is at the moment, and I've never recovered from that. That's it's also called manipulation. When someone can change the face of the man. It's not that they're touching the candlestick and saying, if Dangote say, today I'm buying Doge, $10 billion. Start to make cryptocurrency the means for people to. Wow, fundamental. So all technical will fail at that moment because what fundamental is at work. So, but there's one is we made both fundamental and technical together, which is part of the technical class which we do. So you see someone in our community running the fundamental beautifully well and still running the technical beautifully well together. Most time when the news is coming up, what do we used to tell them in the community now? When this is coming up, or lead the surplus or lead the market. Because the news can change the technical. You can see yourself in 20% profit. What are you waiting for? Okay, you want to be like Madam Muller, want to be like Tim, want to make 70%. Don't get carried away with people's profit. That's what we used to say. Once we're in the community, please don't get carried away with people's profit. Focus on your profit. Even if you are any 7% tax rate, is because if news can come in your favor or not in your favor. And that kind of market is dangerous to control. When I say we can control market to favor you, that's what I will explain to you how you can control market to favor you. But there's a market that you cannot control. If Elon Musk talk today and you're against that market, you can't fight it up. Have anybody thrown stone into the ocean before? It's an ocean before. You won't see the story. You understand? So you can't fight some set of powerful influencers in the crypto market, forex market, stock market. You can still, let me tell you the truth. As we are here, we can still fight some countries, maybe Mali. You understand? Some countries, once they talk in the crypto space, you see the effect. But you know, say Mali, we still be talking and go sit down there, everything Mali want. You know, we'll be Mali. But there's some countries, when they talk, I mean their government, when they speak, you will see the effect. China, America, Russia, United Kingdom, India. Now, India, because they have the volume. So all these things you need to understand. You understand? So we merge them together. Now, if you can be looking at it, why is this thing looking like this? It's not you. There's a way you can get all the information you want to within 1 minute. You'll get it on fundamental. And technical is just what you just need to analyze and see that, okay, this is where you want to enter. Okay, this is when the news is coming up. And this is coming up at 1:30. You want to enter the trading by 2 p.m. All right, cool. That's how to do it. So we'll get there. All right, so let's move. Okay, data is an information, which the data is also known as a signal. So now, once you merge both together, it's to give your signal. Have anybody seen a signal before? Have you seen? Okay, you know as you said you trade HFX. So someone that is trading HFX have done, that's the most dangerous trade in the world. That's the most dangerous trade in the world, where you can make money within 1 minute and you can lose all your money. Now it can make you a billionaire within 1 minute, HFX can make you the poorest man within 1 minute. That is very dangerous. Am I wrong about that? Great, so that's HFX. So we're not here for, we're here for. Now, have anybody here? Do you know how signals look like? You've seen signals, right? All right, don't worry. We'll get to see what we should put down. What it looks like. So now before macro signal, you must combine the technical and fundamental together. If they are not complete, you can look at it. There are some which codes, thank you, which is also called data. Now, that code, if they the code, if you type, if you enter it, it will not work. Do you understand? Same thing with signals. So if you are trying to do shortcuts or go your own way and do it, it will not work. Okay. Sorry. So it will not work. So powerful areas of digital work. We talk about Forex, we talk about HFX, we talk about cryptocurrency, we talk about stock market. So what we are talking about here today is called cryptocurrency. Let me tell you the truth. Cryptocurrency is the baby among the four. It's the baby among the four. If you don't do Forex before, you understand what I'm talking about. And the most dangerous is that number two. I still trade HFX. Well, I introduce my community. Let me tell you my story in HFX. And although that was what God used to train me, my first month of paying 20 days to learn, so they train us 20 days. So while they are training us, you must also be trading with free money. So I was paying one day, I made $600. And my wife said, the coach said, if you have made money more than 5%, leave the market. I have made more than 100%. I told my wife, I said, hey, I need one thing. I don't talk too much. I went to withdraw money and I put it in the market. And when a coach called another signal, that was USD JPY, I can never forget that. And the market was just going against us. I said, roll over. You know, roll over. We just be rolling over. As you're rolling over with money. And my $2,000, it was vanished. I was like, tonight. My wife was in the kitchen, she was asking me, babe, are you, because she wasn't thanking God for that $600. You know when woman hear money, she was singing praises in the kitchen, frying things, and she didn't know that I don't get that one. No, true life story. She wasn't hearing my voice again. She was like, babe, are you okay? I gave my life to Christ. Call the phone. What are you saying? I called the phone. I was now trying to gather. I want to know about me that if the events happen to me in any market, I don't used to give up. So because if you give up, you won't rescue. So I was just thinking that, yeah, what's the way forward? Am I going to tell my wife this story? I need $2,000. Just stand on the line. After me, this is $100. I was just thinking. So I called the bar girl. I said, hey, what do you have? They have tequila this one. I thought, I don't get money for tequila. I just give me an NC, just a shot, put it in bottled water. That was the first and the last day. So when I gave my life to Christ, it cost of $2,000. After taking it, my brain has settled. I was not like, I prayed this morning. Which demon entered my house this morning? I want to know that demon. Do you know that before me, I called that woman back and I said, hello. He said the demon was inside. Why are you trying to insult me? And the woman said, no, the demon is very, very simple. I said, what's the thing? She said she lost £10,000 the first month in interest. Why? Greed. She made £2,000 within just 2 days. Over leverage, over trading, too much trading. That was my last massive loss in the history of my trade. So the following month, I went back, I withdrew money, I paid for my class again. Because I told my wife this story. My wife was like, Michael, I want to suffer. We prefer to pay for another class again. Okay. I started building my account. There's a way you build the money, it's called compounding. We're doing a compounding evidence. I was able to build my money back. And I recovered. I didn't recover that month. Or before I know it, I recovered. But one thing my coach said, whenever you think of recovery, think of making more. You won't know where the money will come. Because if you are thinking that recovery on your mind, you will keep on losing. This is a technical class, so we have to be real with ourselves. I hope my time is not. I hope I'm not taking more time because my boss is still here, and we have many speakers there to talk. So, since that day, nothing like blowing my account. I've never knocked my door. So you don't know. I know they open. I know they are available. That's why I love this invitation. I'm on available. That's the truth. Number one rule as a trader is never blow your account. And what makes people to blow up their account is what? Greed. That's all the simple truth. That's all the simple truth. For some people, after blowing your account, they can't come to meet that coach or the mentor and say, I lose that money. Because they know that they will talk. And there's no house, someone that wants to correct you that will not insult you. So it's not that they will insult you, don't get me wrong. But there's some words that will always quote you, thank you, sir. I say, yeah, people are still scolding me. Because there's some people, as I am, who say, okay, this guy is not leading the community. But I tell you the truth. There's some people, when they talk, I still go on. Because I still answer to some authorities. Do you understand? As he is, I still obey. This is the first time I'm saying that, and I'm close to that for over a year. And I've never disobeyed once. And many like that. That's the number two. We've been together for over a year. So don't feel bad if your leader or your upline is talking to you that what you did was wrong. Now the truth is, we are not trying to give you something that will be giving you, go and put your money somewhere and you'll be making money 20%. No. We are saying that you do it yourself. Be the engineer of the success after God. There's what we call the Yoruba What's that thing? How would I say it in English?
Just to say, your destiny is your path.
Your destiny is your path. Wow, I love that. Which means that what you need to be successful is here. So don't let someone to control your destiny for you. It's a very wrong thing. Omega Pro, we all know Omega Pro, right? Omega, they started well. I think Omega Pro is the best investment. Omega Pro don't learn. They don't learn more. You know the meaning of learn? Don't cast. Last. It's cast. That's just it. Because the problem about it is this, let me tell you something, is they're doing what is called money distribution. Now, let's say the first 10 people that register, they give them money. Now the 10 people will bring 100 people. The 11 people, through them, they will make money. Don't forget that the growth is growing. By the time we get to 1 million or 10 million people, we don't be able to control the money. It's impossible. Don't deceive yourself. Please, learn yourself. All right. Thank you, sir. So what really took our time was when the tech team went up. So we'll be focusing on cryptocurrency, which we all know, right? Okay, like what I said, we're talking about you going to Omega. Not everything you see on the internet space, blockchain, anything you hear, and it's real. Okay, why am I saying such things? Yes, people are paying for their classes. I'm not against that. Don't get me wrong. But the truth is, you must be in a place where you know that you are getting the real information. As it is, many firms have invited in that bring your people, they will tell them this is what we do. Last month, many firms talked to me that I told them, sorry, this is what we do. Want us to create a platform, check if it's manipulation and so not all projects are real. So be careful. Or else you will check them. So on that crypto space, we have spot, futures, ETF, holdings, and stuff. We talked about it when it was there. So please, do I need to cover it again? All right, good. I'll be very, very fast because my time is up. Okay, all right. Now this is spot. Spot is where you buy at a low price and you sell at a high price. It's a one-way traffic. One-way traffic. So why futures is not one way, both ways. It goes up, you make money. It comes down, you make money. Now, very good. Why ETF is also both ways, up and down, but on different. It's happened on different. I'm going to say face. Futures is just one face, but ETF is just two face. Do you understand? Let me use it for an example. You know the old meter now. You have to go and you have to go and change it. But the latest one that they're doing, the one we're using in Lagos now, all the line they inside. So I don't need to go and change my line anymore. You understand? That? No, I'm not talking about the changeover now. When one line, before they'll say, this line, the power is low. Change the contact there. But the latest one that's in town, I don't know how is it in Lagos. You don't need to change remove the contact. All you just need to do is just wait, don't worry. Change itself. If they try to go, Nigeria will try. We don't want to so now Lagos now take this. We have the holding. Holdings is for those who want to hold coins, like Shiba. I believe many of them must have traded Shiba. I would say holding Shiba. You buy it and keep it for a while. That's holding. And staking is another part which is always being controlled by the exchange platform. I don't really like it. I don't really like staking. But what I love most here is my best of the best is futures. Because I know my destiny. I know the answer fast. If you are based in Lagos, if you are a Lagosian, you know that in Lagos life fast life. Fast life. Everything must be fast life. No time, not the waste time. You understand? You're on the move. All right. Okay, we'll be doing technical and fundamental on sports, futures. Yeah, we train people on that. We do that. Okay. Okay, I mentioned this, which I don't really need to talk about now. It's okay. Okay, reliable platform. Why are we trading on CoinW? I will tell you the reason. We're trading on CoinW because CoinW manipulation is very, very low. Myself and my sister, Tima, we were talking this morning about Bybit and Binance. What Binance is doing is what Bybit is doing when it comes to manipulation. Let me try this thing once. Go and pick a trade in CoinW and pick a trade in Binance. The speed on Binance is faster than the speed on CoinW. So the easiest way to manipulate, for anything to manipulate, do more manipulation, first way is the leverage. Because you won't know what is happening there. The level cannot be determined by the coin, or can only be determined by the the exchange. Yes, so we all know that, though, for example, the volatility is high. So now, to manipulate the market is easy. So 20x, please, I'm not the one, so Binance will not take me to court. Let me just use B. So 20x of B is like 40x on CoinW. So it's faster. So you just place a trade now, before you open your eyes. What happened? So they have got to a stage where you can't, if you complain, say they're not going to see you. Do you understand? But because these people, CoinW, they gave us like over 7 customer cares. So that they are actually to us 24/7. And we are talking to you that trading, as we are talking here. They're trading. So, and we have direct conversation with our BDS, the director. I was invited by the CEO. The CEO invited me this year, even though Dubai did not give me visa because they said I'm not giving a visa, even though I've been there before. Do you understand? So now, why am I saying this? Is because we have a very good relationship with them, and a bank that is open up to you, I think that should be your best friend. Something happened to one of our traders. There was a network glitch when she was trading. Do you know that CoinW returned the money? Madam Jennifer. It happened to you, they returned your money. Binance will not give you back. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That's it. But make sure that it was not your mistake. It's the mistake of the exchange, and you have to. You understand? Now, don't try and correct your own failure. Your mistake, accept that. But if the mistake of the exchange, they will come and say that. So they will investigate it and give you the refund of that. I love that. That means that you guys are really ready for us. Do you understand? That's why I focus on CoinW. As it is, I'm going to trade with this. Because if the network glitch, I will tell them, okay, see, screenshot everything for them, see them. They will do good. Sorry about it. Maximum, maybe 3 days, I will get them. They don't refund more, not your own errors. Don't say because I get you get a refund. You now go on trade and say, let me just pick 10 trades. No. If you pick signal, the signal fails, they won't refund you. But if it's their network issue, their own network, not MTN. Don't say your MTN network failed, so that was why you lose it. So now contact me. Not to concern them, it's their own exchange. If their network messed up, they can, and they investigate it and say, okay, you're right. They'll give you the refund. They do that so many times. So they are, to me, in fact, they are the best. They are so good. Imagine sponsoring 3 events. They are sponsoring this event, the one we're doing in Lagos and the one in Abuja. So that's in this African crypto community. So this is who we are, and I believe many of us here understand us perfectly well, which I'll be handing over to the MC. So thank you very much. Okay, you have a question? Okay, I think I have 2 people here first. Let us take Frank first because. All right.
Morning. My name is Ike. I have 3 questions. First of all, you made mention of the US dollar, which is the fiat, and the USDT. I wanted to know, do they have same value?
Yes.
Okay. Second question is talk about the fundamental analysis and to both contradict itself. If you have an analysis in fundamental, now you don't have the news.
You must implement it. No.
Okay.
Now, the news is under fundamental. When the news is coming, okay, let me show you something. Is it connected? Internet. Okay, sir. Okay, yeah. Thank you, sir. Now, the news of Forex Factory now, I'm going to show you for you to understand something. Okay. Start with the yes, okay. Okay, no news for today. Like I said, Monday to Friday. So let's see what's happening next week. You can see red here. What time? 1:30 p.m. Nigerian time. What's this? 1, 2, 3. So this is a very powerful trading news. Do you understand? So now, when the news is coming up, the news might spoil all the technical. So you must stop your analysis. So you understand? Or you analyze, you know the resistance, I know the support. So once the news is out, so during the fundamental class, we'll show you how you can see the strength, how to know where the news support because of time. So once the news is out, you will know where the strength is, so that you won't trade against the strength. So where the strength is where you follow. Do you understand? So when you see that the market now is favoring long, you just enter the box and follow. So you just roll them maybe 10%, you leave again. Because it will still come down when we get here. All right, so we merge them together.
Thank you very much. The last one is you said not everything is real.
Yeah.
Okay, how do you know which one is real?
Very good question, and that's a very good technical question. And there's people that you have to be in a community that is real. As it. So if you see any project, don't keep it to yourself. I see one thing they happen. I will talk about this thing. Ma, Mama, when CoinW came to meet up, what did we do, ma? How many months did it take us to accept them? Up to 4 months. She was busy doing her own fundamental research. I was doing my own. Different of when people were doing that, different research. Until when we now said, okay, we did a check and balance, and we're like, okay, 80% this is good. They gave us 80%, they gave us like 80%. I gave them like, because me, I think around 75%. And Madam many other people. And they're like, okay, sir, let's go. So that's it. The lady, because we were still very said, Mike is not interested in Sonia. Sonia said, you're not interested in CoinW. And I said, no, we do our research. So what we used to tell people that once you're in the community, if anybody chats you up and say, join me and do something, please report the person to the admin. Or you say it publicly. One person said you follow into one place. Do you understand? So that you won't go and lose your hard-earned money. Before we can put anything in the group that means that we have done our background check. And we are sure that these things is real. So many times I can call him and say, sir, let me check this thing. I don't understand it. I can call them and say, I don't understand the thing or not. How can we go about this thing? I was introduced to one project. I don't know if you heard about this, the mining. When I checked it, I look at it, even their platform said that English said they cross like this. I said, okay, this one was scam. I don't need to disturb my thing. But I look at it, I can't read it. Look, I robbed them. I entered, I robbed them. I bought their machine with like $25. And I know when they will collapse because it just started. And I said, I gave myself 2 months. That within 2 months, I could not make money leave. And I made like 300,000. And I left. That's it. But I can never introduce it to them. Do you know why? We can't do my calculation. If I see any project like that, I will check the time it was launched. I will check their CEO. If they are not having face, okay, these people, no go camp. I can put like $30 in it. $30, no 15. So I've done my own math. But once I see that this thing is not real, I'm not even call my leaders and say, sir, Now, this is what. Do you understand? So that's what, like that one now is not real. Because they put money, they put real money, but that money that which they put in that the mining project, it's to scam people. You will see the volume. There's a project that you see the volume. The volume is real, but the volume is like to attract you. Come. When I was small, there's a way we used to catch birds. We put cage, we now put inside. Yeah. So, okay, yeah. So that is how. So they use money to trap people to come in. So once you enter, you enter that's all. So that's it. Are you okay, sir? All right. So in the last question for this, but if you still have questions, write it down because we still have so many things to treat. Okay.
Good everyone. My name is David. So sorry, during the class you said while you're trading, that if the network fails, maybe from CoinW, that you have to write to them maybe to make a reform. I want to ask, how can one find out that the network fails? That when the network fails, the fault is from them. Because when using MTN, sometimes network fails, but your this may be still on. So how will you find out the fault is from them? Then secondly, sorry, you said CoinW, their leverage award is like 40.
No. But a big
Yes.
like 40 plus.
Why Binance is like 20.
No. Now I said the 20x of CoinW is normal.
It's normal.
But the 20x of, I don't want to mention them because they are watching us.
Okay, you use the word big.
Yeah, big is times 2 of
Just simple to put. When you go buy fuel station, when you go for fuel station, when you see bike go, that is the meter that is good.
Mm.
And when you don't see motorcycles, that meter is not good. So what they are telling you is that there's what we call meter adjustment.
So that is it.
Now, the question is, don't you think tomorrow when they have brand like Binance, they will do the same thing? Okay, you said.
So don't you think when they have more customers like
Binance.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Now, the truth of the matter is that there is no saint. The only saint died over 2,000 years ago and resurrected. So if you are saying that one person is a saint, now the truth of the matter is that the truth is, I'm not saying that there will do Binance within the future, but I try to believe myself. Now, Binance, do you think Binance cannot control their errors? They can. But the truth is, what they're facing is now is even more. They even have time for themselves. Even the court case self plenty. You understand? Even they don't even know the outcome of the case. Maybe they will tell them that they will find them $10 billion. Where will they make the money? It's not the company today. And Binance is an established autopilot firm. Whether they come or don't come, then they make money. Do you understand? So that is it. So we just need to know that if there's no how an exchange will still not try to do their own way of manipulation. Or once they're seeing competitors in the market. There are some firms that their current stage of CoinW that is currently doing manipulation. Yeah. I don't want to mention their names. Man, I don't want to mention names, so it shouldn't be like I'm spoiling some companies. Okay, so that is just that. Now, how to know if they have what is called network bridge is very, very simple. It should be a general thing. It should be what? A general thing. If it happens to you alone, out of 1 million people, that means it's your own problem. Maybe your network, you understand, or your phone. But if it happens to like maybe out of 1 million people, it happens to like maybe 100,000 people, that means that it's their own problem. Yeah, that's what it is. So when you're saying something, then that is something which I love. If there's a little issue on it on your app, you can quickly correct the app, which is called by the time you join the community, you will see it, which is not really on other apps where if the other apps are having network, you can't see control. But they give you the opportunity, they're giving you the opportunity to try and do adjustment of the app. Or just click on it, proceed, and just do it. But within just 1 minute. to be balanced. Now, if that is not working, anymore, that means it's from, you understand? Just a second. Is that okay? All right. Thank you, everyone. Please, you know what you do, Professor? Just write down your questions so that we can take all that. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much, boss. Hello. Hello. No matter the matter. God bless you. Yes, we are going to the next topic. We want to bring in one wonderful lady like that. We do call her the crypto angel. The crypto angel. She's coming in to talk to us about the foundation of money and cryptocurrency. Foundation of money and crypto foundation. Mama. Yes, I hand over the mic to you.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Yes, well, welcome here. My name is Gladys, but my stage name is Timama. So you guys can call me Timama. Yes, and Crypto Angel was taken along the way, was adopted along the way. Yes, for people that came here earlier, and because we didn't start at the time we were supposed to start, and some people were getting impatient, I just was giving them a story, how that name came about. A lot of us here, I believe 90% of us here were Port Harcourt residents, and we're not recent Port Harcourt residents. I believe a lot of us knew about MBA. If I say raise up your hands, now people that their hands will not be raised up, will not be more than 2 or 3. I was a victim, and I'm sure you were a victim. Now, I will ask, when MBA took our monies, did the forex market die? No. After MBA, the others come up? Yes. Are others still existing now? Yes. Will they still go? Yes. Will forex market die? No. Do you know why? Because that is the financial market of the world. The world is sitting on this financial institution that he has already highlighted: forex, stock, and cryptocurrency, baby. That is painfully the truth. You lost money in MBA, forex leaves. Other ones came up and they said they were trading cryptocurrency. Give me your money, and they took your money. Bitcoin is not dead and will not die. That is the painful truth. Now, yes, I may be deviating a little bit, but I'm supposed to talk about money and cryptocurrency, and that is why I'm going through that route. Why we are here is because we want you to be able to do it yourself. Do it yourself. It's not, nobody's telling you it's an easy journey. I work. This is my boss. He's my organ. When I first of all learned about cryptocurrency, after MBA taking my money, I went to church and a lady approached me and she was like, I said, I want to hear, because I actually sold my car and put the money there. And I started trekking because of MBA. I said, I beg. So my husband told me at home, he said, just listen to what the woman they tell you. Actually, don't put your money, and not be this person stop and never benefit because his own money equally got lost. But after much, I found out that when we close church, he will stand with the woman and they will be talking. And the two will be annoying me. I know, why you say you like Gambo? Why do you like Gambo? You say, go and listen. Well, she didn't tell me to bring my money into a platform, but that was my journey into cryptocurrency. Just like it may be one or two of you's journey into cryptocurrency. It may not look so sweet. I'm not telling you that when you bring your money, we'll give you 20%. Nobody's collecting a dime from you, and nobody will collect a dime from you. You will learn. You will learn. The same way you hold cane and tell your children, go and read book. Nobody will hold cane for you this time. You will hold the cane for yourself and tell yourself, I will learn this thing. Because I will not collect your money. Nobody here will collect your money. I will do it for you. Because I don't sleep when I'm trading. Go and learn it. Go and learn it so that you will not fall prey. Because you know why? A lot of companies are rising. They are still rising. There's a bot, arbitrage bot raining now. People are still putting their hard-earned money. There is a friend of mine that all on his status is this arbitrage, and I chatted him some days ago because he's putting his profits. Every day he's making $30, $20. And I asked him, I said, how much did you put into this bot? He said $500. As at 7:90 this morning, that is over almost 500,000 naira, right? Or let's say 400 and something thousand naira at the moment. That is what he has put into a bot that will take his money. It will take his money. I give him 2 weeks or 3 weeks, and the whole brouhaha on his WhatsApp status will die. And I will go back, bam like that. I will go back and say, but boy, fan, I know they see that your bot. Some of them will block me. They will later unblock me, like, but come to mock. What am I trying to say? We are here. African has come to help us. What people pay money for, they have come to give it to us for free. Nobody's collecting your money. I will start with the topic I was actually asked to look into, which is money. What is money? I would say money could be a medium of exchange. Money is anything that you can use to get what you want, right? If you want to buy food, you don't have physical cash, and I go and I say, take this my shoe and give me rice. It is my money. That is what it is, right? That is what I have used it to get food from you. So money is like a medium of exchange we can use to get what we want. Now, what are the basic things that we can say money can stand for us? First of all, we say use money to get out of debt. Most especially in Nigeria of today, we use money to get out of debt. You can use money to pay for whatever you want. You can equally use money to build wealth and give. And that is why we're here. Let us center on that last one. We use money to build wealth. We use money to build wealth. And that is what African is saying. I will help you build your wealth. Now, what is cryptocurrency? Cryptocurrency is digital money. It is money that is, what is digital? Let me say internet money. Now, what makes it internet money that is not fake is the fact that it is a part of the financial institution that the world is sitting on. I'm not telling you only Nigeria, the world is sitting on it. What are the financial institutions that the world sits on? Forex, crypto stocks, and cryptocurrency. That is what the world sits on. You know, shares come out from stock. I hope we all know that. So when we say Forex, stocks, and cryptocurrency, that is what the world sits on. And that is what even Nigeria sits on. When people say they have banned cryptocurrency, no. Nigeria didn't ban cryptocurrency because it is digital money. They cannot ban it. Cryptocurrency is not under the governance of anybody. The only thing Nigeria banned was exchange of cryptocurrency in our banks because they've not been able to regulate the movement. People can use it to launder money. Somebody can send 100 BTC from Nigeria now on phone and it will go. So that is what the bank is against. Now, when somebody sends you 100 BTC, you cannot go to the bank and say, I want to cash it out, because the bank is not yet able to monitor it. But in future, regulations are coming. Banks will still be able to monitor it because the world has seen it that this is the financial market that we are sitting on, and we cannot actually do away with it. How many of us watched the arguments that happened in National Assembly last year, where some of our lawmakers said, your child is trading cryptocurrency, my child is trading cryptocurrency. That was what they said, and that is the painful truth. So if you're not into the financial market, don't think you're sitting on a long thing. As of this morning, $1 is already 790 naira. He bought 781 yesterday. This morning is 790. Before December, don't you think it will hit 1,000? If you have just $10, don't you think that you're already richer than somebody that is just keeping that naira in his bag? And African is telling you that I can teach you how to go into this financial market that looks impossible, and you can gradually increase this your $10, and maybe by the end of the year, your $10 would have been $50. I will teach you. I'm not telling you, give me your money and multiply it for you. No. When we look at the stock exchange, when you see their systems, what do you think they are doing? They are trading. That is what they are doing. And African is saying you can do it yourself. When my boss, Mike Ebelo, was talking, he made mention of fundamental analysis, and he mentioned me. Yes, I will still come back after now to talk about it, but I want to just digress a bit to the question you asked. You said, do they contradict each other? And he told you that you can actually marry them. Now, I don't even look at it only that you marry them. Do you know why? I look at mine differently. Do you know that your technical analysis can show you something that will happen in the future? People are projecting that Bitcoin will get to $100,000 because the technical analysis is already showing that. And some other people are projecting that Bitcoin will equally touch 20 or whatever before it gets there. You know, because the technical analysis is already showing that. You know where the fundamental comes in? The fundamental actually comes to help push the technical into that direction. Have you not seen where the market is booming? I begin to wonder, but they said Bitcoin will go to $20. That means they lied. Then all of a sudden, was it today Binance case started? No. All of a sudden, something will just go and dig up the case, and American government will say, Binance, and you see this, draw your trend line. If you touch that, your technical analysis and bounce back. Meaning that if you know your technical analysis, you will be expecting that it will come here the day or the time you don't know. It comes like rapture. So at times, most times, the fundamental will come and push it to that direction to fulfill what your technical analysis is saying. They work together. They are not only married, they are twins. They work together, not married. They are twins, whether you accept it or not. Draw your trend line. Use your indicator. Your indicator is telling you that this market is. Why did he short? Why did he tell you that he short BTC? Was there in his low? But his indicator told him that this market is at the top. What will bring it down? Do you know what brought the market down in these past few days? ETF, this Blocko ETF that has already been almost at the verge of being approved. Yes. Something must happen. Do you know why? There is a point that needs to be filled. It must be filled for the market to move on. So I would say it is good for you to get training. Let us not be lazy. I said a story here when I was talking to a few sets of people. I said I follow somebody on YouTube. He's called Crypto Kid. One person said, I don't know whether anybody else knows him here. He's called Crypto Kid. His 16th birthday was yesterday. I woke up at midnight and saw he had dropped a video and I was listening. He said he started trading cryptocurrency at 12. And he's 16 now. He's 16 years old. A lot of us here were close to being grandparents already. And this opportunity is coming to us on a platter of gold. Why don't we just grab it? We are getting it free. We are not paying a dime. I paid monies. Monies is my order. He knows my journey. He was instrumental to my journey. He knows my journey. Some I lied, I didn't tell him. Some, when the money don't hook, I will vomit and say, oh God, see where I can go. I spent money the same way you have spent. But this is an opportunity that is coming to you free of charge on a platter of gold. What more do you want me to come here and preach? You don't know money. The money you don't know, must be pigeon. I be worried girl. Now money you don't know, I be worried woman. I be worried almost grandma. So now money you don't know, I mean a cryptocurrency you never hear. What more do you want me to say? What am I supposed to be here telling you that this is money? Are we in primary school? This is money, this is cryptocurrency. There's actually no need for me to be branching into all of that. Why we are here is because we want to embrace what Africom is bringing to us. And Africom is bringing this opportunity to us through CoinW. One other thing somebody said, the person talked about this other exchange, and the person was trying to ask, same you, right? Okay, you asking want to understand how it moves. Now let me tell you. Is opening an exchange, is it a business? Do you think opening an exchange is a business?
Yes.
Opening a bank, is it a business?
Yes.
Microfinance banks opening here and there that they give loans, is it a business?
Yes.
How do you think they gain? Is it only interest?
Service charges.
Is it only service charges?
No.
Is it only loans? They pray for you to fail. I be worried woman. That is the truth. Because when you fail, they collect more from you. The bigger the bank, the bigger the prayer for your failure. And that is why when you get to the bank, the marketers deceive you. What not talk now? Are they lie?
No.
I don't understand. We're not there for a church where it's only pastor they talk. The bigger go to First Bank to borrow money outside the high interest. First Bank will pray for you to fail. First of all, the marketer will deceive you. They're not going to tell you the real interest. When you don't collect the money, if you start, what am they tell me now? Am I lying?
No.
That is how they make their money. The bigger the exchange, the bigger their prayer for you to fail. Your failure is Binance game. You know that. And that is why their failure, not your failure, my brother. Whosoever's failure is this game. Whosoever's failure is that one's game. That is why the bigger the exchange, the more careful you have to be. Because they pray for you to fail and they will help you walk towards that failure. And that is why they will manipulate the markets. Go to B and look at spots, BTC price as at now, and look at future, and you know that they are praying for you to fail. Do you know that? Go to Trading View. You have over 30 exchanges there. Begin to look at BTC price from 1 to 1 to 1. They are all different. Do you know why? They all want you to bring your money so that they will connect you. Customer care, you don't know. You don't know anybody. And somebody is telling you that this exchange is coming to you and saying, I want to be your friend. and you feel that, I beg, B is better. They know you. Have you ever had any issue with B before? You don't get. This one I'm now. He started trading since, let me say, 2016. Ask him. What is what they call old trader? He just quiet here. Now old trader he be. Ask him. Have you ever had any issue with B? Go and look for your customer. Cannot sleep for nights. You don't sleep for nights. And African is saying, come. I will not only teach you, I will collect a penny from you, leverage on this exchange that is coming as a friend to me and you, because we need to milk this financial market. That is the only thing the government cannot use to enslave you. Minimum wage no dey here. Minimum wage no dey hold dollar. Minimum wage doesn't, whether they increase minimum wage or not, it's not affecting the price of dollar. Whether Biden will or Trump will, it will not, dollar is going. It is affecting our naira. The only way that whether Biden wins or Trump wins, it will even worsen the situation of our dollar, our naira. Don't you know? It's not a worse thing. If we keep getting higher and the monetizing our naira. Mine is African is calling you. CoinW is calling you. And African is saying, I will train you for free. What are you waiting for? All of this that we're talking about, and as I told people that came earlier, it is not after now. We are not saying go. We are holding your hands and we are going on this journey together. That is the end point. That is why we are here. So even we say now after one day, we are holding your hands as long as you say, I am ready, I want to run, I want to march, I want to move. We are holding your hands and say, come along, so that we will succeed in this brutal world that is not caring whether you are eating or you have not eaten. I rest my case for now. We'll come back to it from the next time. Thank you very much. You want to clap? Hello. I need to put my leg. Put my leg and before your hand. Put my hand and before your leg. Hello. Hi. No matter the matter. No matter. No matter the matter. No matter. If you snooze. Hey, God bless me. Don't put it on my legs. All right. Thank you very much, Mama, for that wonderful one. I want to call on our daddy to come and briefly talk to us about the Nigerian banking system and the crypto industry. Sir Felix.
All right, thank you very much. I'm sure we really learned a lot. Yes. And what I would let us is that it is not enough to learn, it is important to put into practice. Just to put an eyes for the banking system, you can't talk about the Nigerian banking system without talking about Nigerian economy and the world economy. Now, I will take it half by half and shortly I'll drop it. Simple to put. The banking system of the world was not created ordinarily for money. It was created to store values. If you work in the bank and you thought the purpose of the banking system was for money, that was not the primary function of the banking system. All right? So I like us to know very importantly that the banking system was
primarily created to store values. Now, coming to the Nigerian banking system as a subset of the global economy, is that the Nigerian banking system is a representative of what we call the global political economy. Now, it may interest you to know that the Nigerian banking system is actually not controlled by the government you think. Please take note of that. So the mistake we make most times, we're talking about the economy, the world economy, the banking system is an agent of activities for few people, not the government. You may think your president or the world president, actually no, we call them the few capitalists. So the banking system was to serve the interests of few capitalists. Make no mistake about when you think it's the government. Government does an instrument to implement the aim of the few capitalists. So the same thing in your banking system. It was not predominantly for the government, for the people, no, it was for the few capitalists. So as an instrument to fulfill their bidding, in fiscal policy, we call something, fiscal policy, like in your country, for instance. The fiscal policy of any government or any country is the fact that the banks, the bourgeois or the capitalists of the banks bid for the national budget of a country like Nigeria. And that's why those of you who are civil servants are the ones that suffer the most. You never have asked why your company or where you work, your parastatal ask you to open a bank account in a given bank. You never ask. This is the point. The bank bid for the fiscal year of that country. So whichever bank won is the bank that will be given license to operate at a mega level. Listen to me. When it comes to economy, it's beyond the surface you're seeing. So the banking system bid for that, and you are to open an account, your salary account with this bank. And so opening your account there is compulsory. You know why? This is how it works. The budget of the country is a nominal figure without value. It's just a paper. And then we have it at a target. This are the amount we budgeted for the year. Now, it has no intrinsic value at that time. So the banks bid for it. And whichever bank won, that they are the one to control the fiscal system for that year. And so for that, they give out all these instructions and let staff go and open an account with this bank. Why? Because those banks are the one in charge for that year. Look at how it works. Now, the country works based on the instructions and advice of certain advisory body of the country for the economy. Now, if for that year, listen, if for that year, they could not meet up with certain economic activities right now, that's why you now experience what we call inflation on your currency. That's what's happening to your country, Nigeria. Are we together, please? Yeah. So now the bank have bid, it's none of their business. If the value of the naira want to devalue, it's not their business. Their own, what they struggle for in the bank is to make their money back. So for that, if the government make no effort to have what we call services, product, value exchange. Now, if your budget is 1 trillion naira for the year, now what will make it strengthen is when there are economic activities for that year that will meet up, which is the intrinsic value. The figure itself, it has no value whatsoever. It's just a figure. The printed paper is just there. Now, until when your country begins to have productions, both in human resources and all the natural resources, they refine crude, agricultural produce, now having more of what we call exportation. Are we together, please? Now, you now see that if at the end of the fiscal year, the total money made by the government in their country meet up with the budgeted amount, you have what we call stable economy, and it's healthy. Are we together, please? Yeah. Now, if you're, of course, which me and you know, unless you deceive yourself, your country was not producing anything, rather, your medical doctors were jabbering away, right? That's your human resources. Then you are having your crude oil and everything being exported and the byproduct being there, that is part of the thing. So there is nothing, it was, when did I say that Naira will go to 1,000 Naira? That was about when the exchange rate was good. It was about 350 Naira per dollar. I told everybody, if I ask a customer, I said, either you believe in crypto or not, after you finish selling, put your money in dollar. They say, what do I mean? I said, no problem. I can assure you, we are going to 1,000 Naira per dollar. That was what it was. Why? Having looked at the economy activities, nothing, no productivity, no exportation, and all of that. So, since we're not having the economy activity to meet up with the target of your budget, then you are going to have what? Inflation. Now, what is the correlation of the Nigerian banking system to the crypto? Make no mistake about this. Remember, we said the banking system, the government, is serving the interests of few capitalists. Now, the capitalists are not out to help you, they are out to make profit. That's why you may be interested to know that your country was just a medium of transactions. That was what happened when the other European countries were losing the strength. Now, another people that come to trade your country are the Chinese. So I was not surprised when I heard about the legislations and all information against the crypto. It was not the European data, it was the Chinese. That was whatever law they gave to them. And you know that your country has signed some treaties with the Chinese. And so whatever they tell them, because they took money from them. Anyone who owns your source of income is your master. Yes, sir. So it dictates where you should stay at a given time. Are we together, please? So you can see is what we call the global political economy. It's beyond your level of understanding if you refuse to explore it. Are we getting it, please? So now, for that, they have to work. Now, this is the divergence. Look at the divergence. Coming into crypto, at first, it was fantastic. Remember, the blockchain technology is a disruptive yet to be understood. And that's why you can have anybody calling himself blockchain expert. So it's yet to be understood. People still struggle to understand the movement of the internet, and then we're now struggling to understand the model of internet in the blockchain. So there's a battle to be understood. So it's a vast land. Anybody is building what they like on the blockchain. You can build any rubbish. You can build any garbage. Are we getting it? So when now crypto that seems to now want to explain what the blockchain is all about, we call him a strange child or a bastard child. What do you know why? Source, not anonymous. Is that anonymous? It's not true. It's a pseudonymous source. So for that, your country or government of the world observe that this is a threat on our capitalist move. And that politics was playing US when they tried to capture Bitcoin, they saw it was not working, they have to move to Ethereum. There are certain things I may not be able to discuss with you because I'm a man. I want to tell you people, if you fail to understand politics in the crypto or the economy, you will fail woefully. They talked about something about the technical. So crypto is actually depending on tripled. So you can't work on one and leave one. Your fundamental, your sentimental, and your fundamental may give you what you think, but your technical give you what to confirm in your thinking. So that's why your technical can what? Contrast or expand what must happen. So for what can happen, the economy activities of that region can affect in a time of manifestation, but surely it will manifest. Are we together, please? Yes. So now the crypto in Nigerian banking system, you have so much. I think it was 2017. I was in Abuja, the central bank. We had a meeting. That was the former, the CBN deputy director on foreign currency and banking operation, and I met him. He's a Yoruba man. And then in the midst of this, higgy and all of that, and I approached him and I speak the language of the spirit to him. Yeah. And I said, Bitcoin, I bet Bitcoin. Oh, yeah, only Bitcoin. I said, then you issue out a circular, it doesn't affect me. Because I know that if I go to the banking hall at the wall of the fence of the bank, how about at owner's risk? So leave me my Bitcoin at my own risk. So why worry about your circular? And he told me clearly, he said, I am only under authority. What they instruct us to do is what I do. This is what is right, this is what is wrong. So whoever takes is his own peril. Listen. So finally, ladies and gentlemen, economy and the crypto, there's a little bit of divergence, not because it's bad, it's because of interest. Remember, the government, the banking system is not for you, it's not for government, it's for few capitalists. So these people, if they don't want, is what they dictate. Now, to the Nigerian system, the Chinese too at the point, do you know why? The Chinese, do you know how many youth, an average person in Nigeria that were liberated through crypto? So it's a bad market for their own traditional or conventional business. For that, we have to set out. So the one that do not have heart, and who will not have heart? Those of us who refuse to learn. If you learn, there are secrets. You have access to about blockchain and cryptocurrency, you will be so die-hearted. My mentor told me several years back from Australia, and he said, Felix, if Bitcoin go down to 0, go with it. And I just truly, I've been telling people more than 12 years now. If Bitcoin go down to 0, go with it. Because eventually, if you want to become a millionaire, just hold on. Eventually, they will revolve around and it will become what you don't expect them to say. But eventually, when they say it, I know it will be too late for me.
I don't like this kind of weather. When you want knowledge, speaking. No easy, man. Easy. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
No matter the matter.
No matter.
No matter the matter.
No matter.
God bless you, Sir Felix. God bless you so much for that educative one. There's something he said that impressed me so much when he was speaking. He said, the bank director he met, that when he asked the man said, I hold Bitcoin. But forget about the directives I issue out. I am under authority. See all these senators today. I don't know if you watched, there's one program they had last year. They were debating on banning cryptocurrency. I don't know if you watched it. And at that point, one of the guys said, you cannot touch that. You will not be able to do that because most of our children are into it. Some of one of them that is a northerner said, my children know the internet. Most of them say, like, you know what he's doing. But that's what it is. Even the senators, those of them in government, all of them are holding Bitcoin. The money will belong to me and you, when they don't see, they carry and buy Bitcoin. And they're telling you that how you go buy what you know get authority over. You know who Satoshi? Who knows Satoshi? Satoshi Nakamoto, who knows him? So how you go ban them? Am I doing it inside oil market or my own market? How will you buy something I'm doing on my phone? Sometimes I laugh when I hear people say you're talking to somebody about cryptocurrency. Come and learn how to trade. Come and learn. They say, crypto. I hear say they don't ban them. Say they say they don't ban them. I'm just ignorance. And those people that are telling you that they are banning, they are all holding Bitcoin. They're not even holding the small coins. Some of them don't even hold Ethereum. Where the mama for cryptocurrency, they hold the papa, where the Bitcoin. And they will tell you they ban it. And you seriously believe them. And they will be making their money. And the rich keeps getting richer. and the pot keeps saying, I want to sink. Don't distribute that. God bless you. So we are going to have our boss talk to us now, and we have just 2 more topics to go. We are rounding up very soon. Boss is coming on board to talk to us about to open our eyes on fundamental and technical. You know, they go together. One guy in our community said that husband and wife. Tima, that's Aka Jesus. Aka Jesus said technical and fundamental analysis are husband and wife. Now, when a husband and wife meet, they produce signal. And you use the signal, you trade, you get profit. Hello? So that is why it is. Our boss is coming to open our eyes on certain things concerning technical analysis, which goes to its fundamental. You cannot separate them. They go together. So he's coming to speak to us on that. And while we're waiting for him to come, like I said before, there's something Igbo people call it in our Tabaraka. You can be one for the very young ones here. Only if you can leverage on this opportunity. See, there's no way in the. That's why when I was at the radio station, the moment I stepped down, there was one of them that called and said, "Madam, are you saying that this training is free of charge?" I said, "Oh, guy, it's free. No, allow them go telling you that you pay." Anybody that said, did you hear that radio broadcast? You will pay money. Like, you know, this one, we're not charging a time. Don't let them scam you. And the person was surprised. I don't know if the person is here. The person was surprised. Because anybody that knows about cryptocurrency knows that you pay everything before you can be trained. Who trains people free of charge in the crypto space? Who does that? Nobody. But Africom is bringing the training just down to you without paying a dime, all for free. If you don't let the opportunity, wait you again. Boss, are you ready for us? All right, so I hand over the microphone to the boss. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And I really appreciate this. Thank you, everyone. And again, I would say thank you very much, sir. Pastor Felix Timo. That was a very powerful knowledge. And it got to a state that it was about to go. And he said, I think I can't go further than this. Because the truth is, there are a lot of secrets in the financial world that will not teach you in school. I did accounting in school. What they taught us was cash book.
After they are spending money, they teach you to record.
Yes, but there are some secrets. The more you go into financial business, the more you know, your brain will get to it. I don't know. This happened to me a long time. Like when my brain was hot, it was like it wanted to explode. And I said to myself, I think I need something in it. You know, when you're in it, you will just be, you don't know how the information will just be coming. And the truth of the matter is that because we're in it, you'll be loaded. Thank you very much, sir. That was very deep. That was very deep. All right. Now, you know, in every, I need some, please come. Let me use another example. You know, as it is, there's a spiritual part of it, and there's a physical part of it. Okay? All right. So now, we've done a lot of physical parts. We're now going to the next part, which is what? Spiritual part. So that's physical analysis. So when you see a man walks, there must be something that is doing in the spiritual realm. That must have happened in the spiritual realm, okay? So now we're going to the spiritual realm of technical, of cryptocurrency. Are you here with me? All right, good. So now, there are three tools that we use We use the first one, trading view. Please write down. Tradingview.com. So if you want to analyze any market, even stock, forex, crypto, and you're not seeing it on TradingView, okay, leave the let me comment and leave the market. If you are to analyze any coin, or they told you, hey, buy this coin, you'll keep. If you're not seeing it on TradingView, do what? Yeah, there's a project that can say, hey, you can buy into, but you should probably sure that the project is from very reliable source. As I am, there are some people, if you come at me and say, Mike, buy this one, tell your people to buy this one. Because I know him to be a man of research, a man that will not come and give me bring biscuit and call it chocolate. Sir? Not giving bad market, because I'm very, very careful in giving people things, and he is more even more careful than me. So someone like him, if you give me something and say, hey, give it that, I will take it. In fact, I might even not even do my own research. Those who I will still do it because you're in that area. Do you understand? So please and please, if you don't see any of this coin, any of the coin on TradingView, do what? Japa. Do you know the meaning of Japa? I was shocked at my hotel. I was bored yesterday that I was registered with those ladies. So, and I said, do you know the meaning of Japa? You guys, do you two want to Japa? What's the meaning of Japa? You know, and I started explaining the meaning of Japa. All right, so if you on TradingView, let's go on TradingView. This is how TradingView looks like. So on TradingView, this is it. So we will teach you on how to use TradingView. Okay, once you join the community. So now what we do here is very, very simple. Is we analyze all the markets here. So if the market is not showing you candlestick, that means that it's not a market. Even Nigeria get candlestick. I'm serious. So now these candlesticks, their history is now. This is the current candlestick here, trading. So without history, it will not pass any message. So in technical, without the history, you can't analyze the market. Okay, let me use football as an example. I'm an Arsenal fan. I love Arsenal. Don't worry, we are taking the job. But do you know that someone was challenging that I won't take the trophy based on history? I was like, go for B. But I'm still an Arsenal fan, but I still believe in it because I know that we're going to get it. So that's about that. Now, the reason for the football part of it is just that there are some clubs, if they're not performing very well in their league, if they enter Champions League, they will collect Champions League. Do you know the clubs are? Real Madrid. They can play always in the league. But when it gets to Champions League, they will collect out. Why? History. Someone said Real Madrid that what they usually used to do, most of these big football clubs, most of them like Real Madrid, before going for any matches, mostly when they start getting to the finals, they will go to their museum where they have trophies, they will see their legends, and they will look at it, and that thing will just wear them like clothes. Like they are going to win that match with determination. That is what history. Tottenham will get trophy. Do you know Tottenham? Tottenham, that's the thing that is Arsenal. Let me go for that. So that history means a lot in everything. Now, if we look at this trade, we are on 4-hour charts. Okay, so let us use our charts to do this trade now. So there's a record of this trade. Okay, so now the records there was a bullish candlestick. and this is the beer. Now, this gave us a long, from here, the short started. Okay, so when the short started and it started going down, now, so there is a support there. If you notice that this market spiked down to this support here. Do you know why? If you answer that, that is, there was a past record. How I wish that my boss don't do is starting. You understand what we're saying here? So there's what we call horizontal line. I think that the horizontal line was drawn, sir. They would have understand this part. You can see that almost at the same area. Why? It respected this place. Do you understand? So it's called history. So without the previous record, you can't get the current record, even in accounting. Because you must balance your sheet too. Say a lie.
Not true.
If you don't balance it, when you go face cut. I think sir, in the immigration too, there's history too, right?
Yes, discretion.
Thank you, sir. I mean, I don't know that one, but I believe this 100%. Because history has to do with everything, even in your home, your family. In my family, no woman in my family have ever paid for their children school fees, and it will never happen. I used to think it would happen to be my dad alone, until when I met my uncles. They get bride, die. So it's a record, so that's history. So now, if your son make mistake, I'm not saying that's bad, don't get me wrong. You know, it's more part of a tradition. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So it's like a pride, like, we, the Bagels, we can't have one. You understand what I'm trying to say? But which it's a normal thing to do, don't get me wrong, but it's like a history. So the record really matters a lot in every area of our lives and everything that we do. Faith. Look at what my brother is doing now. Okay, I love this horizontal line. Now, very good. This is a trend line. So now you can see that the market is balancing here. Come back here, stay going. Now, I want to pick something so everybody can see this thing. You will see where I'm picking my rectangle from. Now, I'm going to show you guys something. If you notice that when I opened the trading view, this was what I saw. That means that there was a work going on here, sir. So now, this is the resistance, which you might have picked this place from the daily, right, sir?
4.
Sir?
4.
4 hours. Okay, good. Okay, yeah, very good. Now, this is a support. So there's a strength coming from here, pushing the market up, which our indicator is to show us. So we use 11 indicators. And if you go on trading to try and get it, you pay for it. Or you get shortcut. She have it. We get shortcut too. So we show you like this, we get just like that, and you won't pay for it. So when I was collecting money for my technical analysis, people they pay for money. I was set up. There was a man that paid for my trip, I think from Lagos to Abeokuta. Where did they pay my trip? I told her, I said, you want to buy my pay? Then at the charge gone. I don't repent. The man paid for my technical class and he paid extra $150 to come and set up this table for me, which I did. And now I'm doing it for free. Praise God. And the people that have gained this knowledge for free are doing better than the people that have paid for it. I didn't know I got it doing this work. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. All right. So now you can see that this candlesticks here respected where this place. Why? There was an event that occurred here. So the event made this place strong. So there is no market that will not respect this place. As a good trader, you should be aware, like what Imama said, know your support, know your resistance. So when the fundamental comes and support either of the two, you know where you are going. You know, I said, when the fundamental comes, you follow the trend. You know, I said it the other time when I was talking to you. Hello, sir? You? Yeah, good. So now, if the fundamental comes and in support of the short, wait for the very good resistance. So the roof is called the resistance. The bottom is called support, but we use labor language. Instead of using resistance and support, so we call it roof and bottom. Okay? Roof and bottom. So before you know it, you will get familiar to the word resistance and support. But over time, you just say, if you want to sound social. You want to sound social because people are talking and they will say, okay, that's the resistance. But before you know it, you will know it. First get used to the word roof and bottom. So that because the resistance, the mistake I made at first was that I was trying to form like the other people when I was starting the class. Instead of, and my coach said, always use, even a Canadian said, use roof and bottom.
Roof and floor.
Roof and floor, thank you. Floor, thank you, sir. If a Canadian, my coach, his name is Matuteya, I can check him on. That's the best for now, HFX. Him and what's the name of this woman? It means women are taking over the set of best technical analysis in our community are women. Let me just tell you the truth. With the shame. The best set of technical analysts in our community African, they are women. Yes, African give birth to them. But the fact remains that what the women are doing, sir, I'm scared. I myself, I used to take guys in there, men. What's in the album? Women are taking over. But let's go back to our business. So now, this is called
Roof.
and this is called
Floor.
in fact, maybe we stand more local, bottom. But floor, stand two. All right, this is the floor. So now, there's no how. If you look at the market started longing from here. It respected this place. If we can go backward, we will see that something must be at the back that must have respected this place. Okay, so now you can see that the market was unable to break out. There was a spike. And on every candlestick, there's what we call the full body, and there's what we call the spike. That's the week. When you get to the technical class, you get to know that very well. So now, it respected this place, and it started dipping. The market dips, and it's look at it, respecting this area again. So a good trader must have made crazy millions of money. So now you don't need signal sometimes. This alone is your whole chop and run. You understand? Don't get yourself confused in the market. Just do what? Concentrate on the candlesticks. The problem we have in trading is that because there's a loss, or you are seeing red, maybe minus 10%, you're not getting confident. Calm down. If you lose the money, you don't go down. Calm down. There was one woman that saw minus 5%. Like, what am I going to do? Mother, you're cool. There was the way they responded that said, you don't want to see red at all. You will see red. Some markets, yes, you will see green immediately. Some you will see red. Wait, okay. Calm down. If you lose the market, you don't go there. If anybody is telling you that, hey, there's no loss in any market, run away from the person. The person is a liar. Even God talk and say tribulation will come. If God Almighty talk and who be man who wants to say tribulation? Even if you go and meet Satan, God forbid, and say you want to reach out, no go tell you what you will collect next week. They will give you money for so, but when they go collect next, you go, I want this one fast money. All right, so please focus. So this is spiritual, this is technical. But before getting to this stage, there's where we start from. Forest factory. When you wake up in the morning and you want to drive, what will you do if you have a car?
Check your engine.
Thank you.
Water.
You check your tire, if the car is fit to move. So once you wake up in the morning, the first thing you do is what? Go to forest factory. Let's go there. Now, in forest factory, there's a lot of things to be taught here, and I believe every one of you're here with your pen. All what we are teaching you, don't see it as, I want to quickly make money. Calm down. You will make money. What you need for this was knowledge. Before wealth will come, what will come first is what? Knowledge. Solomon asked God for what? Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And God gave him plus. Because when you have wisdom, and you have the knowledge, and you have the understanding, when you speak, kings will come to your table. There was someone, is a CSP in our community. You know, police can track you anywhere. She tracked Madam Yakubu to her residence and met her in person and said, "Thank you, Mama, for blessing us," and gave us some amount of money. And the woman called and started praying for me. Said, "Thank you, God, for praying." So this, the first thing you need is called knowledge, and the next thing is called application. Don't rush. The mistake people you connect people now, because the reason why you are losing is not because physical was wrong. No, because of blood pressure. You want to meet up to daily targets. No. It's better for